according to plan last week. We'll see if they can do better this time out against Red Bull New York. All the action from New Stadium coming up next.
And leading the line, Herman Berterame. Big money signing, DP signing, still in search of his first goal for Inter Miami. Young player, but so confident and bold in the way that he approaches the game. Ruvalcaba on that left-hand side, good pace. Same thing with Cade Cowell.
This is take two for Inter Miami. They get us underway in the old pink strip, attacking from right to left. They had to come from behind against Austin FC, and they have Reguilon back in the side at left back. He was the man brought in to replace Jordi Alba. He got Inter Miami's first goal in the stadium last week, a super header. They have been good on set pieces this year, 4 goals in those situations. Inter Miami, they go short on this one. Messi, wrong foot's the defender, inside the area, on his left foot across, and should have been smashed home. What a miss.
Because Messi does incredibly well here. I mean, just brilliant 1v1 attacking quality, but then has the... Again, it kind of lends itself to who the manager is, as well as sporting director, Julian de Guzman.
Messi trying to play through Frey. Frey had really good play in the build-up to that as well. It was just out of play. Throw in for Inter Miami. Still just trying to find a groove. And that can happen. New surroundings for them as well as everybody else. Silvetti trying to go at the defender, but really good play. Red Bull getting a strong defensive structure, and Hall trying to get back in. Julian Hall driving at the 2 centre backs.
Oh,
really
wow.
Good play from him. He's got a man over on the far side, plays it across, and it's in. Ruvalcaba with the finish, but that goal, all about the strength and precision of Julian Hall with the assist. What a start for Red Bull New York.
Well, coming on the road for the Red Bulls, it was going to be all about how do you take the crowd out of this game? How are you not wowed by the occasion? And these young players have come here inspired, and Julian Hall does an incredible job. I mean, the ball, first of all, from Cade Cowell, that puts him into space. But then Julian Hall having the presence of mind to drive at both center backs. Falcone, and Julian Hall does an incredible job. I mean, the ball, first of all, from Cade Cowell, that puts him into space. But then Julian Hall having the presence of mind to drive at both center backs. Falcone comes all the way over to occupy that same space as Mikael. And Ruvalcaba, he's patient. He stays in line with the play, but he's patient. And as soon as Hall is able to get that cutback, picks his head up, it's a well-weighted ball. Allows Ruvalcaba to take the strike on.
A little interchange. Reguilon trying to get that ball played back into the path of Silvetti and just lost it on his first touch.
But it's better from Inter Miami starting to grow back into the game. More spells of possession and waves of pressure higher up the pitch, but just still looking for that clinical and decisive pass when they get in and around the 18.
Reguilon just trying to play that one around the corner. He's been advanced in his starting position, the former Tottenham fullback. A lot of injury issues over the last few years, but undoubted talent when he is available.
That's well done from Bright. Because Cade Cowell, he's blessed with pace, but Bright does really well with his timing. He's able to put out that fire. So that's one of the responsibilities when you're a defensive midfielder like Yannick Bright. Well,
good play. Messi, Frey, Berterame the furthest forward, Silvetti all the way on the far side. Frey has to hold it up. Lovely ball in behind, Rodrigo the ball, and a super stop from Horvath. That was Messi-like, the pass from Frey in behind. The Paul one-on-one.
Can't believe he doesn't finish this. Ian Frey. I did not know he had this in his bag. The little deft touch with the outside of his foot. The timing of the run is... Strikers rely on confidence, right? And when you get that first goal, it does a world of good to just settle you down and allow you now to start playing your football a little bit more comfortably and just having more trust when you get in around the goal to play off your instincts.
Messi trying to drive inside. Segovia had a chance to play that one further forward. Silvetti made a really good run. Reguilon, can he deliver? Cross towards the far post. He's going to beat everybody and be corralled in by Frey. Frey up against the Santos, leaves him on the ground. Still Frey, little chip ball in behind. He's pulling out all the tricks tonight. The Paul, in fact, on the run. Super play.
A little bit of a mazy run there from DePaul. Sits down to Santos. And just looking for that little chip ball.
Corner, delivered it towards that near post. And the header on target. Veterami attacking it well, but Horvath up to the task. Just signs of life here from Inter Miami. The latter stages of this first half. Reguilon. Silvetti in behind Marshall-Ruddy, tries to get the cross in. They'll have another corner. The Paul's going to go short. They've mixed that up well into Miami. Messi back for DePaul towards that near post, cleared again. Messi with a little flick header. Segovia gets it back for Messi. It opens up for Messi! First real shooting opportunity for Lionel Messi, and he just skews that one a couple of yards wide of that left-hand post. Did take a deflection.
But this is where you got to be careful with Messi in and around the 18, because you're dropping off and never really engaging. He doesn't need much. Doesn't need much of a window to get a strike off. Not sure how much of a deflection there was on that shot there, but nonetheless, another corner kick for Inter Miami.
Outswinger delivered in, the header again on target. Comfortable for Horvath. But this is the best spell by far for Inter Miami. These are the team benches built by the Home Depot. Luis Suarez, big impact off the bench last week with his late goal. An obvious candidate, no Allen. Perhaps a little bit unlucky not to start today. He's been in good form as well.
Oh, Don Core, man.
Coming forward here, Cal, of course, actually gone down after that lovely bit of skill. Cal trying to flick it in behind. Yannick Bright was well positioned. Of course, still down gingerly, now getting back to his feet. He's been one of the standout performers, one of many. The Paul. Frey did look to go, then he came back, and by the time that ball was seen, it was hit well over.
Defensively tasked with putting out fires, being that link-up man.
18-year-old and a 21-year-old in the engine room for Red Bull New York. Concours. Aging, Mehmetti, 17.
You do it to me all the time.
Frey, Messi opening up. Bit of space again here for Silvetti. We saw this very early on in the first half. Back for Messi. Concours gets out a vital touch, just back pressing in. Messi has it back. 4 Red Bull New York players around him. Messi goes for the return, and he's just about beaten to it. Top class defending. Veterami was involved. Reguilon. Segovia. Bright. A lot of this play for Inter Miami in front of that Red Bull New York defensive shape. Cross in. Two at the far post. It's it. Silvetti makes contact at exactly the right time on the half volley.
Miami, and Silvetti's been a lively figure on this left-hand side for large spells in this first half. But so much of the credit of this goal goes to the ball from DePaul. But just watch Messi at the bottom of your screen. Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy, he gets caught, and he sees Messi as being the most dangerous player. So he's coming inside to try to help out defensively, leave Silvetti wide open on the back post. And it's good composure from Silvetti. Just before the stroke of halftime.
Well, there is the halftime whistle. Second goal of the regular season in Major League Soccer for Silvetti, and exactly the right time. Changes the complexion of everything for the team talks for both managers, and it came after the best spell of intense pressure. Lose a little bit of control of that first half. How will they respond? It is Red Bull New York who get us underway, attacking from right to left. You can see at the bottom of your screen there has been a change. Reguilon has come off. Not a like-for-like change, because Daniel Pinter's come on, the young academy product. See exactly where he fits into the setup.
Have shown on pretty much every game that they played in this season, they can create chances. But the challenge for them, and part of the conversation we had in the first half, is they need to be putting more of these chances away. It can't be just this man, Messi, on the ball who's finding the back of the net. They get a good goal from Silvetti in the first half. Now it's about doing that on a more consistent basis.
Silvetti. Back for Lionel Messi. Silvetti's so narrow in there, and no help back in from Cal. Doncourt trying to play it forward. All a willing runner. He's a powerful runner as well. Up against Falcon. Forced to go back and does well. Holds on to the ball. Doesn't give it away cheaply. What do you make of the comparisons that Michael Bradley gave us? The Firminos, the Dembeles. Your first look up close and personal at home. What do you make of him as a player?
Well, you got to give context to why he made the comparisons that he made, Michael Bradley. He mentioned Bobby Firmino because of his work rate and his ability to link up play while still also finding moments to attack the box. Dembele also kind of complimented, saying he has that skill set.
That was given away. The ball. Bertarami down the middle. Instead he goes the other way. Messi takes it in stride, cuts back on his left foot, and it's off the outside of the post. A rare miss in that situation from Lionel Messi. He can't believe it.
Well, we saw Inter Miami in the first half kind of causing their own problems. This time, it's Dylan Nilis who gets caught on the ball, trying to be too clever with his touches. And Messi, as soon as he throws that feint there, you bet your house it's on the back of the net. But this one, he just drags it near post and just beyond the post. His reaction tells the story. He knows this is a goal that, or a chance that he should be finding the back of the net with a man of his quality, the greatest player we've seen play this game.
What a chance. Volador trying to drive forward. Mehmetti. Doncourt. A few weeks for Orlando, to say the least. I was going under the assumption you don't have anything good to say.
No, Orlando have their work cut out for them. I mean, we were on the game last weekend against LAFC where they were absolutely brutalized in that first half. And
Silvetti inside the area, trying to curl one towards that far post. Interestingly, Marshall Ruddy left him a lot of space on that one. Just dropped off the fullback.
This is a matchup that Inter Miami like. We saw Silvetti have a lot of touches of the ball in the first half. I like what he's done so far in the second half, where he's kind of varied his movements, not making it too predictable when he has opportunities to run down the line, take him on there, but then also show that you're willing to come inside and get the shot off with your right foot.
The ball, Messi. Messi riding the challenge. To inside the area, it's in! Finally! Innocuous how it ended at the foot of him in Bertarami, but he made no mistake. He has his first goal in Major League Soccer.
For Inter Miami, and so when they win possession, just look how many bodies they have swarming this space. Messi's able to find a little bit of a pocket, but because there's so many attacking players, Red Bulls are dropping their lines. They have center mids now trying to condense the space to put pressure on Messi. But this is the striker's goal. It falls to the foot of Bertarami. This time he's composed, he's calm, he already knows where the keeper's at, he knows where his body positioning is.
Most of their issues were from the press into Miami. Here's Messi finding more space, trying to flick that one in behind and didn't put enough on it. Volador giving back. Mentioned the numbers, the different shape, allowing Inter Miami to win the ball higher. Doncourt. Right, Doncourt still has it. He's got options out wide. Cal, can he cross this time? Yes, he can. Dane St. Clair, and the rebound is in.
down court. Look at the top of your screen, though. Looks like Cowell just goes slightly too early and puts himself into an offside position. But the rest of it, and with this shift, right, as much as we're complimenting this shift for Inter Miami because of how it gives them natural width, it gets them more attacking players in favorable positions centrally, that one ball that can bypass their midfield can cause them problems. If Red Bull can be clever with their press and their passing to open up space, there are gaps to be exposed in the way that Inter Miami are trying to attack with the ball.
I'm just waiting on the referee. Now Rosendo Mendoza back on the field, and we'll hear his decision.
Number 7, Red Bull is in an offside position.
Into Miami, but perhaps the knock for Frey playing a part in that one. Forsberg. Training out routine. Hall on the turn, and it's in! And this time it will count.
We've seen this duo strike in tandem, and last time it was Mehmetti providing the assists for Julian Hall, but this time it's Julian Hall off of the well-worked training ground routine, but he does incredibly well here to hold the ball up, to create the little separation, and then the ball is inch perfect. Mehmetti, the committed run, just gets beyond his defender, gets his first goal for his club, but a lot of the good work and a lot of the...
Where changes have made an impact, and in Julian Hall is a striker on the edge of the game, but still 2 goal involvements. Segovia. The Paul driving down the middle, goes down. Mosquera with the challenge, and he was going the other way. He was saying it wasn't even a foul. The yellow is produced.
Well, I'm not sure that there's much debate to be had for Mosquera to his goal tally after finally finding the back of the net tonight.
Messi delivered it. Suarez! What a chance! We've seen the Messi miss earlier on in this half. Now Suarez, and once again he can't believe it.
It's kind of what we expected in terms of Messi looking to pick out his boy, his compadre, his guy that he's linked up with numerous times over the years, and Luis Suarez. Suarez's connection and contact just too lightweight. Looking to just pass it instead of striking through it.
Dos Santos. After we spoke about Julian Hall saying he was on the edge of he's come back into it, had another couple of nice touches there, dropping back in.
It's the second time in this half.
Oh, Messi on the turn. Messi tries to play it across. Suarez! Jorge with the side, the rebound. Jorge again, and it's bundled over the line. Flag is up. Flag is up.
Out of your screen. Messi is just slightly in an offside position, just beyond Jaquil Marshall-Rutty, and that's what in the end is going to take away this goal. But look at Ethan Horvath in goal. I mean, 2.
New stadium looking to be christened with its first real magic Messi moment. Lionel Messi, and again he's denied by Horvath. What a second half display from the goalkeeper.
But it's just so difficult because it's to that last moment. That's a massive save.
DePaul delivered in towards the far post. Just wonder if Red Bull New York can get a moment here where they can offer something on the counter. Inter Miami have generated some big chances in this second half. Good touch, vital touch as well. Fascinating match that had so many different changes in terms of momentum. Inter Miami had the lion's share of chances and perhaps should have killed off Red Bull New York. But Julian Hall, not on the score sheet himself, but set up 2 goals with 2 wonderfully constructed assists.
And that'll be the biggest kind of talking point for Inter Miami, is them not taking their chances.
We had that delay right at 6 minutes, but that will be it. The full-time whistle, a back-and-forth affair. Inter Miami and Red Bull New York.